Shastri with Sesta Incorporated, partners in your efforts to excel. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. And
Gentlemen, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. It should be an exciting auction for everybody. Just tell me a little bit about your company.
Hi there. I'm one of the Diamond sponsor partners here. My name is Pradeep Bangalore, and my partner here is Guru Shastri. And we are from Sesta, and Sesta is a IT consultancy company. We predominantly cater clinical trial industry in providing the staffing solutions and providing analytical reports for all these major sponsors like pharma companies or CROs. So we also have staffing solutions also as another augmented part of our business. So if you ever want to check out our website, it is sestatech.com. Please feel free to check out.
Again, thank you so much for going ahead and sponsoring. And I would want to ask you guys, how excited are you for the start of year 2 of the Adda Premier League?
Oh, first of all, let me thank you to the Adda Premier League management for inviting us to be part of this amazing tournament. Everyone knows that Adda Premier League has beaten all the expectations last year, and we are very proud to partner with them. Thanks again to Adda Premier League's management.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Good luck for the rest of the auction. And we now have Dr. Tony Kara with Tony Kara Orthodontics doing the extra smile. Come up and join with me. Tony, it's nice to see you today.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit about, obviously you're an orthodontics plant, but what do you do and why should people come and use your facilities?
We have some of the best people around. Our staff is amazing. The team is tremendous. We treat people from a young age to older ages, from even 70, 80-year-olds, and as young as like 6 years old. We are the top 1% in the country for Invisalign. So we're called Diamond Plus, so one of the most in the state. And we were lucky enough last year to be voted the top doctor orthodontist in the state. So we're lucky enough to do that. And we're opening our 3rd location in Morrisville, hopefully in January. Let's see how it goes.
Well, that is amazing. Congratulations on all the things that you have just mentioned. And we want to say thank you for sponsoring this. I ask you, what drew you to sponsoring Adda?
Probably Suresh, but he's a good friend of mine, and he was telling me about this opportunity last year, and it seems so interesting, very exciting, and cricket is picking up like anything, and my kids participated in every sport, and my oldest son, he really had exposure to everything, and the one sport he really was attracted to and enjoyed the most was cricket, and so that's one reason. Youth and give them more exposure, and I think this is a good venue to do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and good luck on the year, and good luck on all.
So much.
And next up, could I have Mr. Ripesh Patel, the associate sponsor with RDU Cricket Promoters. Thank you so much for your continued sponsorship, and also thank you for flying to North Carolina. We know you had a game, so we are so grateful to have you at this auction.
No problem. Thank you so much.
So just tell me a little bit about what your company does, and just give me the rundown.
So basically, RDU Cricket Promoter, we seen last year, even year before, the way cricket is going in this area. So we really want to give an opportunity to youth and best players. So we have formatted RDU Cricket Promoter, which can find the best talent, and that's the reason we have our indoor facility and everything. So basically, it's all for the cricket, promoting cricket more and more in our area, and to have our area's name go to the next level.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And how excited are you about year 2 of the Adda Premier League?
I'm really excited. That's the reason I flew back from Florida. I had a final game in the region tournament, but I had to come back, so I came. So you can see the excitement.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck for the rest of the auction.
Thank you so much.
Well, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors here. We'll talk to some more sponsors later in the day, but we do want to go ahead and bring up two people who this whole event wouldn't run without. First off, I want to bring up the commissioner of the Adda Premier League, Mr. Siddhish Reddy. So we're just waiting for Siddhish to come on. I see him walking around. He's making his way. He likes to add a little bit of dramatic effect, as you can tell by this venue. How are you doing today, Siddhish?
Doing good.
How excited are you about year two kicking off today?
Oh, I'm really excited. We had a great season last year, so I'm hoping like it's going to be much better and elegant and bigger this year.
Well, obviously the space is revamped, but tell me some new things that we should expect and some new wrinkles that you've added into this year's Adda Premier League.
So I'm going to give the surprises a little bit later because I want the audience to stay glued. And like one good thing that I'm going to say, or the best thing that we are going to do this year is we don't want the audience to feel that it's going to go in an alphabetical order or how it's going. Everything is going to be a surprise. It's going to be for the owners. It's going to be for the audience too. So it's going to be a treat tonight.
Like I said, I always like to add a little bit of dramatic effect. Thank you so much and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks a lot, Aman.
Another man that this event would not be able to run without, we have the owner of the league, Mr. Vikram Ravikumar. If you could come out here and join me. Congrats on year two of this league.
Thank you so much.
So, of course, you own this league, but how excited are you that you've got year two all underway?
I think something different that we're trying to bring the best players in the league to play under different teams. So I'm very excited, very happy that we could bring in two more new teams. So very excited for that.
Year one was such a success. How do you try to match that with year two and maybe elevate that with year two?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult, but we have a great team. I want to have Siddhish Valkor, we have Sai Mohan from India, we have Vinod from the event management team, and a lot of other people who put a lot of hard work over the last couple of days to get this event going. So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much and good luck on the rest of the year.
Thank you so much, Aman.
All right, well, next up, we might need to get Vicky to come right back because we're going to have the defending champions, the Tornadoes, come up just for a quick chat before we get live into this auction. So if we could get, of course, Mr. Vikram Ravikumar, Pradip Bangalore, and Guru Shastri all back for another quick chat. You got all busy today, huh? So once again, you guys are the winners of last year's edition, and of course, you're coming into this year as the champs. Congratulations on last year's success. You retained two of your players from last year, Aditya Gupta and Ravi Teja. Walk me through that process of retaining those guys.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead, Vicky, because you know most of the players well than any of us.
Yeah, I hope I do well in the auction. You're saying that. But yeah, I mean, no brainer. Adi Gupta, one of the most talented under 19 players, made it to the under 19. He's just 17 years old. Went for a very big prize last time. There was a reason, and he kind of made it count. So I don't think there was a doubt among any one of us. And we had a great team, Tornadoes, last year. I don't think anybody doubted to retain him back. So there was kind of no-brainer for us to retain Adi. Ravi, I think we're looking from a leadership standpoint. Down the line, we see Ravi as our leader. We want to kind of keep him with Tornadoes, so I think that's the plan of having Ravi back as well.
Awesome. And one final question for you guys. Any major strategy changes from year one to year two?
Just keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, winning combination. Given a choice, I was trying to push Siddhish to give us more retentions for all of us, but the way the game is, we just set two. We'd love to retain all of them. It's going to be I'm looking at like a mega auction this time. A lot of players out there, 250 odd registrations, right? And two new teams. Hopefully we'll get to retain our core back. When I say the core, I'm looking at all 16 of us, so hopefully we'll get to have all of them back.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and good luck to your laptops as well as you guys this year.
Thank you, man.
And next up, if we could get the runners up from last year's edition, the Kings, and he's already made his way out here, always very ready to get going. We have Mr. Swithin Srinivas here.
Nice to meet you.
Looking sharp. Nice to meet you. Well, I got to match you sometimes. But so congrats on last year's success. You just came up short last year, but it looks like a shakeup in the retentions and the marquee players. Why have you changes?
A bunch of reasons. We have a bunch of other parallel tournaments that are happening as well, so we got to consider that. This is not just a tournament. You have a balance between how you want to try and win every edition at the same time, not carry too much baggage if you can't. So I had to let go of a few people and see if we can get them for a lesser price or something like that. So considering the parallel tournaments, I had to do that.
And also, one more thing I got to ask you is last year, one of the prize pools that you were really looking at. This year, shakeup in how the pools are formatted. Is the youth another thing that you're looking at, and how do you balance going after them with you not knowing how it's randomized?
Well, I really signed up for ownership a couple of years ago when the owners approached me, thinking that it was more like a youth tournament, and then I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. It was like an adult-oriented tournament. I was very happy to be a part of. So I couldn't change a lot of strategies from the thoughts that were fixed in my mind. So I went with a lot of youth focus last year. And it definitely helped. I don't think even we gave ourselves a chance to be in the last two at the start of the year. It was more to build and promote cricket between the youngsters is what we were thinking. But we ended up, being runners, so that gave us a lot of lessons. We were learning from those. And we have certain restrictions this year on the number of new players you can pick. So we had to, again, use that strategy, balance, and see how it goes.
All right, well, good luck on this auction today. And next up, if we could have the third place team from last year, we have the Sump Army. So if I could get the marquee player, Mr. Justin Malhotra, and the owner, Ritesh Patel, to come by and just have a quick chat with us. And also we're going to have another owner in there, Mr. Prince Patel, will also be joining us. Congrats to you guys on making the playoffs last year. You finished third in the whole thing. I'm sure it didn't go out the way you wanted to go out. First off, I want to do congrats Justin for his world record of 6 sixes in and over, along with countless other records that you set over there. Congrats to you. But I want to ask you guys, last year, a lot of people thought you had the best strategy going into the auction. How has that strategy retained over to year two?
We'll see that in auction anyway, so.
And the all-rounder category was a category that y'all went really heavy in last year. Is that a plan you look to go into again? And again, the same thing, the pool is shaken up, so how do you plan to go ahead and attack the all-rounder section again?
Depend on the situation and everything, depend on the combination, how it will go, and what all the selection and everything. So we'll see that in auction anyway.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck to you guys for the entire tournament. And then next up, if we could get the marquee player and the owner of the Sunrisers to come ahead and join us. Welcome, gentlemen. So last year, y'all finished fourth in the rendition, and you made it to the playoffs. And again, not the result you may have wanted out of the end of it, but it was still a great thing to get into that first part. Walk me through the decision-making process of your retention and your marquee players.
So last year, we played really good, but opening players, we wanted to change this year, so we got Lahiri as a marquee player, and then we retained the Daman and the Nakash, so world middle order players, and hope we'll do good this season.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a strategy, that you're hoping works for you. We're all hoping, I think it works for you. Have you made any changes in your auction strategy from year one, getting that experience, to now year two, having a little bit more that you can fall back on?
Yeah, we don't have too much changes in the strategy. We want to just keep it as simple as possible. We want to get use money points wisely and fill up the middle order and the bowling unit. So hope we'll do that.
Awesome.
Basically in the auction, what's going to happen, we don't know. We just wait and see.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck to you guys for the whole season.
Yeah, and I just want to say that Mitch's Indian Restaurant is big sponsors for Sunrisers. I just want to say thanks to Mitch's.
Thank you, Mirchis, for sponsoring the Sunrisers team. Next, we bring up the marquee player and the owners of the Chargers. Good, good. How are you?
Good, good.
So welcome back as we let the rest of the Chargers ownership committee come through. So year one didn't go the way y'all hoped, but how do you look to change your strategy of the auction to get it to start going your way?
So, first of all, year one, we had like a couple of bad injuries to start off with, but that didn't let us down. We played with good attitude. We had a lot of spirit. The standings won't reflect the way we played. So hopefully this year we'll try to see if we'll have some fitter players in the team as well. So.
And the new marquee player this year, does that mean a new auction strategy as well?
No, actually, like we had some personal medical issues with one of our old marquee players, so that's the reason we had to change. But again, like the new marquee player is one of our own old players who played with us. He's currently he's out of country. He'll be coming back next week, so we're looking forward to play with him.
Awesome, and thank you so much, and good luck for the rest of the year.
And we are very fortunate, and thanks for all the organizing committee for us to giving this opportunity in the second year. We thank you very much, and all the best for all the teams in this auction.
Awesome, and good luck to you guys for the rest of the auction. And I want to go ahead and bring a sponsor along as we take a little break. We're going to bring in Think Savio here into the sponsorship booth. Thank you so much for coming forth and sponsoring this tournament. Why have you gone ahead and sponsored the Adda Premier League?
Well, I love cricket. I did play when I was in my high school or college, and of course, cricket is ever-loving game. So I wanted to support the game.
And then to just tell me, give me a quick little word about what your company is and what they do.
Well, Think Savio is a stock picking tool where we identify the best stocks by following the leaders. The leaders are JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, BB&T or Bank of America, all these kind of the big financial institutions. So wherever they're investing, we follow them. That's what basically Think Savio does.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sponsoring, and good luck to all your endeavors, and I hope you enjoy this auction.
Thank you.
And then next up, we want to go ahead and bring the the Raiders rather, to come out and come be a part. Welcome, guys. Same two faces back for year two. Congrats on being back for year two. I know year one probably didn't go all the way you hoped it would have, but what changes have you made and what have you learned from last year that you can apply to this year?
Coming to last year, we just missed the playoffs by a whisker. With very, less run rate. So we are planning to make it to the playoffs this time, and obviously we are going to aim for the cup. So that's the plan. And regarding the team and the, we have retained our one of the good players, NJ, who has been performing for us in the last. And planning to get the team with a combination of experience and as well as the youth as well.
Awesome, and good luck for the rest of the season and this auction.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
And next up, I want to go ahead and call the marquee player and the owner of the Smashers to come join me for a quick chat.
Hello.
Welcome, the whole committee. I got three of y'all here. So, some new faces here, new team, but you do have Chandu, who was part of this setup last year. How has having him a part of your team as your marquee player helped you for this auction process?
So he has been playing for the past 2 years for our team, actually, Avengers Cricket Club. So he's a good player. So we just say he's a very good player, and so we just want him to come to and lead us, basically.
And, obviously a lot of these teams have been in the auction before this being your first auction. Do you take that as maybe a disadvantage, and how do you co-op with that disadvantage?
So here we are as a underdogs team, we just want to have fun, and we just want to pick some players, and we want to have fun. So,
well, awesome, and good luck for this auction in the season.
Thank you, and I wish good luck to all the teams.
How we going, guys? And then lastly, can we get the marquee player and the owner of the Marvels to come and join me for a quick chat? The Marvel movies are dramatic, so I think they want to be a little bit dramatic too as they make their way out here. welcome, gentlemen. Here. Good. I'm doing good. I hope you all are doing well. Another new side. Welcome to the Adda Premier League. Mio, you played in this league last year. How has playing in this league helped you come into this auction?
Yeah, last year was a different role, me being a player. This year it's a different role again. Along with the player, me being the player, I have to also own the team. So there are two aspects to it. It's a good experience. I'm looking forward to it. So.
And then again, a lot of these teams have been in the auction before. This is your first time in this auction. Do you feel like you're at a disadvantage a little bit? And how do you face that disadvantage with your strategy?
Well, I don't think it's a disadvantage. We get to pick more people, whereas other teams cannot pick all the people. So I think it's an advantage for us. Okay.
Awesome, and thank you, and good luck for the rest of the season. All right, so those are all the teams, and so will get more in as the year continues. But now we're going to jump into the auction event where everyone's going to get going and the teams are going to get picked. So we hope you enjoy.
కలిసుంటే నీతో ఇలా
Okay, everybody, please take your seats. We'll get started in about 3 to 4 minutes. Thank you. Anybody who needs to hit the restrooms, help yourself to some refreshments. If you've got owners or folks who are outside, now might be a good time to page them, ask them to come back in. 2 minutes, starting in 2 minutes. One minute to start time. Okay, grab your seats, 30 seconds. We're getting started, folks.
We'll just take 5 minutes before that. Just 5 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being a part of the Adda Premier League 2021 edition. Let's get a quick round of applause for the fantastic work done last year and in anticipation of what's going to happen this year. Great job, everybody. We are back. Bigger venue, more excitement, 2 additional teams. This is just the start of the trend upward. So wishing everybody the very best of luck for today. Hope it's a smooth and fun auction for everyone. And like I said, just the start of the season before we get into some phenomenal cricket, great entertainment, and good sportsmanship all around. All right, so at the very top, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors. Like I said, we're in this superb new ballroom. Considering where we started off last year, humble beginnings to all the way going upwards. So to the RDU cricket promoters, thank you. Think Sabio, we heard them outside. Thank you very much, Think Sabio. To the IRA, to Dr. Tony Orthodontics, DRP and Adda Bistro and Dining, and finally for our dining sponsor, Sesta. Big round of applause to all of these folks for being a phenomenal part of this evening. At this point, I would request Commissioner Shirish to do a quick step in. He's going to have a few things that we're going to need to pay attention to, including rules. Everyone, please pay very close attention because this is something that's going to dictate the path of the rest of the evening, right? And I also wanted to, with that, very quickly make a note. Neither Obro, who's right here, who's co-host for this evening, or myself are professional auctioneers, but we're going to do the best that we can. Bear with us. We've done this last year as well. We're returning. So good to see some familiar faces. We're keeping a good eye out of what's going on, but make sure that whenever you're doing any of your bidding or if you've got any questions, etc., raise your hand high and proud so that someone can catch your eye and we can make sure that your bid is recorded or that we can come and answer any questions that you've got. Everyone good? Okay? All right. Where is Commissioner? Excellent.
All right, thanks, Vishal. First, apologies. Sorry, we had some little hiccups. So, all the sponsors, owners, and welcoming the 2 new owners and the teams. First of all, I would like to start off. So, this year we just wanted to give a quick visual on a promo video of Adda, along with all the owners and teams that have played with us, and like how that have joined new with us this year. So I would like to start the evening with the launch of that video. Sai. Like that, first I would like to thank Sai, who has done an excellent job in coordinating with all the social media and working on this video, and Vijay Stanley for helping us with the music, and Mahesh for all the graphics. Now, as a next step, actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to get this opportunity towards the end because everybody will be exhausted. So I would like to thank the entire Adda team, Sirish Walko, who is our event manager, along with Vinod Katagunta, who is also our event manager, and Yogi, who is taking care of all the empowering and other activities within the overall Adda Premier League. Thanks, everyone. I would like to invite Mr. Jaskaran Malhotra. I think everybody knows here, but if you don't know, he is the USA international cricket player, and he has created a world record. He's fourth in the overall ODI international league for hitting like 6 sixes in an over, and he's the first ODI USA cricket teammate to do that. So we would like to, on behalf of Adda, we would like to present a memento for him. Okay.
Hi everyone. It's nice to see you all after a long time. I was out for a couple of months for national duty, and it's good to see you all. And I would like to congratulate Vicky for putting up a great show. And this is like real professional. Like I feel like I'm back in India for IPL, but and also seeing all my good friends here. I would like to wish everyone good luck for the upcoming Adda Premier League, and hopefully everybody will play good and hard cricket, and then we can enjoy on and off the field together. Good luck, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Kaji. All right, next, like Vishal said, I'd like to kick off with some ground rules for the evening. What we're going to do is, since we had to set up the slides up front, we requested Mr. Kaya to pick a chit. So the way how it's going to work is we have 5 groups like we shared with all the owners with the player list. We're going to pick one sheet at a time and randomly whichever group comes in. So we are going to start with that group first. So each group has around 49 players. It's going to be a mix of all-rounders, batsmen, bowlers, wicket keepers, as well as youth, right? And it's going to be the slides that are going to come up are in random. So we don't remember. We prepared them, but we don't remember which order they're going to come in. So it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be an exciting night for all of us. What we're going to do is, so one of the things that I wanted to, I think Vishal and Adda, they are going to take care of the overall auction night. So they're going to keenly watch like who is going to lift their paddle up. But there could be a confusion around like if 2 teams might have picked up. So if it comes to a tie between them, what we requested Aman, who is going to be a neutral person, he is going to be the decision maker on the tiebreaker. If Adda says one team and like Vishal says another team, we would request like Aman to be the guidance for who picked it first, and we want to stick with that, right? So I think all 3 of them are neutral. So let's respect them and then go with their decision. So this is going to be the Excel. I think I have shared it with all of you. I just wanted to explain a few key things here. So the total points that you're going to have is 300K. The max player, as all your owners know, the marquee player last year was free. But this year, to make it interesting, what we have done is the marquee player is going to cost 20% more than your highest bid player in your team, right? So you're going to decide your marquee player's price. So what this is going to give is, as we keep adding the players and points here, if we go, as of now, the first retention is at 40K and the second retention is at 20K. So the max points is 40K. So if you see the marquee player, it's 20% above, which is 48K. So in case, Sai, can you update this with 60K? Before you do that. So this shows the maximum player out of all the players that you're going to select. You go. So the total players is the total players that you have picked today as part of the auction. And the minimum players that you need to pick is 14 and the maximum is 18. So this is going to give you how many players minimum you need to pick, right? And please exclude row number 8, that is just for our math, but please don't ignore the row number 8 for now. So Sai, can you update, and this available points, after you have added the players, what is the total points that are available from the 300K is what is going to show up here, right? So Sai, if you can update 60K here. So everything is going to be dynamic in nature. You don't have to do any critical math. So once it's updated to 60K here, you might have seen that the max player points went up from 40K to 60K here, and the marquee player is automatically adjusted to 72K. And also the total players that you have picked has gone up to 4, and the total minimum players is updated to 10, right? Any questions so far? Before I think this is going to be one of the key, the role for you guys, which is going to get calculated on the fly. So before I go to that, I just wanted to understand if you have any questions from what I explained so far. All right. So what this max points is going to give, it's just a guiding rule. Please don't take that as a Bible and go with that number. It's just a guiding rule for you to know how it's going to work and what is the max that you can go, right? Can you go beyond that number? Yes, you can go beyond that number. Can you go below that number? Yes, you can go below that number. The only thing that you need to make sure is when you go below or beyond, the total points available and the max that you can reach for the next player is also going to get adjusted based on that, right? So right now, since, right, okay.
So, right now, since you saw this, like earlier, it was 69,000, but once you update it to 60K, this 1,030K, right? Can you change this to 80K? So can you change that to, can you go beyond 60K? Yes, you can go beyond. Just type it. You don't have to double click it. No, you can miss. No, it's, let me try something. Yeah. So, update it to 80K. So you see this number here, earlier it was 69K, now it is 32, and once it's gone to 80K, it gets reduced to 12K, right? So the max that you can go for the next player is 12K. If you still use that 69K, you can go till 30K or 35K. So please take this as a reference number, don't take it as a Bible. So if you have any questions, I'll be able to answer it. Yeah. So just FYI, Shwetan helped me a lot.
Works well until you don't cross the maximum value already there, right? Like for example, if you already have a player at the max value of a player in this particular row is like, as long as you keep picking players whose value does not change Wasim's value to a newer number, this formula is good. I mean, making it clear. As rate here or the points here does not change, this is a good guide. But once this changes, this is no longer a guide for you because this is dynamically changing. So that your total value is still there and you have enough money left to buy those minimum number of players. Is there any question there?
So, that's all we had. Let's have the auction. What we did is, just to prepare, I'll request Mr. Vishal to start.
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go.